talked about that religion is important, but it does play a key factor in occultism.
Yes.
What I mean by occult means hidden. Hidden knowledge.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing, but occultism means hidden knowledge.
Yes.
Some people are privileged, so you have to, it's a difficult thing to talk about because everybody has their own beliefs and that keeps them going. But
There's a lot of stuff that
it's a lot of components to it. Everybody needs certain different things to keep them going, and there's nothing wrong with having different things to keep them keep going. But we all know that it's also different components that also leads us back to the same topics that we talked about. Like in 2015, a lot of things that we talk about here, we should have been way past this. And whether we like to talk about it or like to reminisce about it, but
I mean, to tell you the truth, I feel like in order for us, as an overall solution, just to sum things up in a glitch, I guess if you want to call it that, if you really want to make a change for the better and you really want to see some improvement, like I said before, it starts within the person within.
Yeah.
You have to begin to change yourself, change your way of thinking, turn every negative situation and put a positive light on it, because if you don't, it'll keep getting negative along the way. Also, truth is the serum of justice. Okay? If you want to see real results, you have to start learning and living the truth. That's all I have to say. If you do not do intense research, the way you research what's good for you and what's bad for you, if you don't research the truth like that, then you might as well be running around in a circle like a dog chasing your tail. And we're going to be talking about these topics forever, as long as people don't start waking up to what is the truth.
Yeah, that's an important
that's
factor.
That's my personal opinion.
The thing is,
because we
heard it at the time, right?
What you're gonna do personally, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's actions right now are based on their reaction to what they see and what they know. But if they knew the truth, what would their reaction be? How would we be living as a society if we knew the truth about every single thing? It would be a lot different, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it would. It would.
So,
I totally agree with that because
there's always going to be a topic discussed.
There is a such thing, and
of assets we can go.
We know this, and people around should know this, is that you only allow what you allow.
Yeah.
It's servitism. This goes back in history. Like, you can look at it in books where
everything goes deeper.
Everything that you oppress from is what you consent to. That's a big word, consenting, because the shit that's happening to us now, we all consent to it.
Yeah.
Because it's like having candy every day, cotton candy, credit cards, able to buy shit, able to do this, everything. A lot of people think it out on us, and for what it's worth, yeah, you can't front. Everybody has an addiction to something, whether it's sweets, candy, beer, weed, drugs, sweets, alcohol, sex. It's many addictions. That's a natural thing for a human being to experience.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever religion you take on, your body is your body. That's your soul. You're a part of something.
That's true.
Yes.
And that's another thing.
This is why, and it's a mistake, because the devil will never stop working, but the devil is always at work, and so is everything else against us is at work.
Yeah.
We consume products, we consume a lot of different things, but it's just that people are, and we indulge in, It's not a bad. Yeah, some of it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it could kill you. But when you indulging, it's hard.
It gets really deep. It
You know,
does.
you got to keep a discipline, but
it's all about self-control.
the way I view it is that
how much are you willing to control yourself
before it gets too out of control.
Too out of control.
But then that's the thing. It's like, then it's not. With Facebook, it's not just us controlling ourselves. It's other people trying to control us along with us controlling ourselves.
Yeah, because they create the products and the service. Yeah, they create the stuff that we using.
Yeah.
Sugar is highly addictive. Some people are addicted to marijuana. Some people are addicted to a lot of different things. Caffeine. It's multiples.
Alcohol.
So,
but
and then they wonder why cancer is spreading like a beast.
I mean, shit, for what it's worth.
It's probably like cancer.
A lot of this shit grows out of the ground. Just add shit to
cancer,
it. We could drink coffee all day. That don't mean we gotta be addicted. I mean, certain things are addictive.
Yeah, it's true.
And remember, we go back. Cocaine used to be legal, so it was marijuana in the 50s.
I think everything was set up, designed, and little trinkets just so we are where we at today. I honestly feel like everything is moving at a pace that I'm not aware of. You know what I'm saying? The way things pop up and happen here and there, I feel like I'm off beat somewhere. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. No. For some reason you feel like you wake up and it's okay one day, and the next day you feel like, oh my goodness, we're near the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of this matter is we were always near the end of the world. It's just that something brought us back more to realization of that fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We could be having a good old time. We could go on vacation, right? And then we live the fabulous life for a little while, and then we have to come back to reality and realize this rut that we're in never left us. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think these topics come up. That's why I think these debates come up. And that's why I feel like, people are in it when they pick and choose. They're not living this show right here that we're speaking on. They only want to know what the deal when they thinking about what's the deal. When you're out partying having a good time, you're not thinking about what's the deal.
Yeah, people only want to say something when it immediately affects them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's my point.
When something big happens,
they want to be all involved in that moment.
Then when it's over, they go back to
their regular life.
It's common sense though, because the average person that you interact in the street or anywhere, you don't come to some, like, we can take 9/11 for example. Everybody on that day was together because something happened that affected everybody.
You look at the time how it's passed by, and it's like people are acting like maybe did it really happen?
Everybody was
but listen.
I remember that.
Let's not get it mistaken that racism is used as a tool to keep people divided.
Oh yeah.
We have to understand that.
Please understand that the government is not racist.
Yes, they are.
They are not.
No, the government is. No, she's right. The government is not racist.
People is. They hate everyone.
No, what she means by that is they not racist. The government can't be racist because a government is like a corporation, is an entity, a proxy. So what that means is that the state is the state. If you look at a corporation, it's called a fictional entity. Look it up. It doesn't exist. Now, that's the state.
You know what kills me? Is people really think that personal lives actually are being taken into consideration throughout everything that's going on in society today. Nobody's peeking in and nobody's window and saying what is going on in this person's life that they need help with. You know what I'm saying? Everything's being taken on the ratio of what is the median? What is the round off number? What is the ratio? What is the average? They're not thinking about specific lives in general. A lot of people's lives get blown over on the hush. You don't even hear about it. You don't know, and nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Except the person who's dealing with their personal situation. So the way I see it is we're being treated as money.
Yeah.
People are chasing money.
Commodity.
We are the money.
Yeah.
Commodities.
Yeah.
They making money off of us left and right, whether we buy or not. You know what I'm saying? They done made money off of us. This is why I say I better not have any more kids, because my next child, I don't know how I'm gonna prove that he is a citizen of the United States or what, because I don't think he or she is getting a birth certificate. Because birth certificates automatically bound you as property of the state. And
security.
What happens after that? You are now taxable. You become basically slaughter. They own you. You. That's slavery.
It goes back to that Nas song. Remember that Nas song back in the early 90s? He said, yo, they don't shackle us on our hands and our knees. Your brain is in handcuffs. Remember that song?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, you late, nigga.
Well, I wouldn't put it past that. Somebody
it's called, it was, go back to Nas' first album.
Okay.
He said, they no longer shackle us on our hands.
Okay.
Your brain is in handcuffs.
It is.
It is.
This is the way. Now listen, he was kicking that shit back in like the early 90s.
I always liked Nas.
Now, mind you, I heard the song. I didn't fully understand it, but as time went past, I was like, yo, this motherfucker. When I was like in high school, he was talking that shit about, yo, listen, your brain is in handcuffs. Because I read a book like that. It says slavery is no longer this.
Yeah, I remember a guy in college was telling me all this.
Slavery is here.
Yeah, it's here. Psychological slavery.
Psychological. That shit blew my mind when I heard that shit. I said, yo, what the fuck? I said, and mind you, I didn't know nothing about none of this shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga talk about?
It's to the point now that they have people so enslaved through music and media and television and just advertisement.
Everything
that is
everything.
Even changing people's physical features.
It's hard.
Did you
it's
know
like
that
going to war.
The mental has the capability of changing your physical makeup of your DNA? And I know it sounds like
but you have to. You have to want to do that.
People are turning into these beasts that they are listening to. They're turning into the music that they hear. They're turning into the garbage and the rubble that they suck in. They're changing their outer appearance. Got Nephilim walking amongst us, if you may say so.
Now people transform. I've seen it.
At the end of the day,
I've seen this shit.
It's mind over matter.
Give me an example.
I mean, I was watching a video basically when
people transform. I've seen this shit.
Listen to the same music, or they watch the same program and they program it. They're thinking that some of their facial features.
Did we say it on the first
episode? Indoctrination.
And their sculpture in their face show their bone structure starts to change.
Their bone structure starts to change?
Yeah, like their makeup. You can see them actually transitioning into a beast-like personality.
No, she's right.
Yeah,
she's right.
People
she's right.
Change their face.
I'm not gonna lie. I had an experience when I was drinking, listening to rock and roll music like in my ears and everything. My whole I changed. Like if I could show y'all, if I had this camera here, I would have showed you like my whole. I was like a different person. The music just took over.
I just happened to read that in the article.
Music I can see, but
no. Listen, your shit changes up.
Yeah, like your physical features, like what you're looking at.
You become like a fucking demon. Like
it's demonic. Yeah, it's really demonic.
I know and that.
People are not.
Now, you haven't experienced it.
Some people are not even aware.
Nah, it happened.
You were fortunate enough to be aware, because some people
I knew what was going on.
And they stay like that. I seen some guy walking. He was like
I can tell you right now.
Out. He was like real. What do you call those rockers?
Strung out.
No, what do you call those rockers?
Heavy metal?
Yeah, like he was like one of those type.
I can tell you right now, Ron.
It's like his face, like he didn't even look human.
I remember I had a couple with the devil on my back. Like I was in the bed, and it's like a weight. I'm conscious. I couldn't get up out of the bed. He came to me like after my grandmother passed away. He came to me like twice, like in like about 2 months. The nigga was trying to get me hard. I remember it. I can't forget it because the first time was like a regular occurrence. I woke up and I was laying on my back and I had a puddle of water or sweat, whatever you want to call it, on my chest, and I went like this, and the shit was like, oh, what the fuck? I was up. I was conscious. He used to come to me before when I was younger, and it's weird because I never told nobody the shit. He used to dress up and like a woman and shit, and attract me to it. I remember because I remember he used to hang out at the fucking GameStop place right where I lived at. I used to always have these dreams, and I was young, so you fantasize about women and shit. You young, you trying to, and I'm like, damn, with the, it's like almost surreal. And after that, I remember the time I was sitting on the toilet, right? It's funny, like, I never told nobody shit. And the fucking woman, no, this shit, no, it was like some devil shit. And the experience was real. I'm like, the fuck, it was with a woman. Like, it went in and out. I used to have different experiences. I never told nobody about none of this shit. The other shit, yeah. And some of it, I don't even know. Like, I had run in with the devil a lot. He must love me for some reason. So, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm dead ass serious. I'll tell you.
This is not.
Now he came for me a lot of times.
That's crazy, man.
I remember he used to come for me.
Some bleach and some pneumonia.
No.
Wash your house down.
He know he can't get me. He tried.
Oh, he tried to get you. He can't get you.
He tried to get me in this house. He tried to get me 3 times.
You gotta be careful sometimes about things that you bring in your house too, because it can bring in demons. You never know. You
the
can't
nigga, yo, I remember I was woke. I was saying I wasn't drinking. I wasn't smoking. I was conscious. I was laying on my stomach. The room was black, and I heard somebody in my ear. I'm trying to get my body up. Like, I couldn't get up for shit. Like, I couldn't lift up. I heard a whispering in my ear. It was in this ear specifically, in my right ear, because I remember, because I lay on the edge of the bed, so the right ear is my ear. In the ear, all fucking day. He came for me like about 2-3 days in a row. Like, how you try to lift your body up? Like, I'm up, but I can't lift my body up. I'm telling you, man, it's like lifting a truck on your back, a fucking 18-wheeler.
That's crazy.
On my back, yo, listen, he came. So I knew, and my grandmother, see, I had different experiences when my grandmother passed. She used to warn me because I knew something was wrong, and that's how I know. When my body sweats and I break, it's something that's not right. I may not get the pieces together, but it's something that's not right. It's something that's wrong. And before that, this nigga came. He used to come all the time. If you never had him, I could tell you. If you go to church or not,
crazy? You know what
that mother,
like
when he come, but he's a bitch though. I told the nigga, I remember I said, get the fuck off me. He kind of pushed me down. I was trying to raise my body because my shoulders, I felt that weight. You know how you feel the weight in your shoulder, like 100 pounds. And I usually lift my body up like this. Because the upper body, as a man, you lift the upper body. And I just couldn't get it up.
Oh, snap, giggly. That should have been.
He came and got him. He didn't get me, he got him. Lucifer got you?
You got him?
See? He got me. Nah, the nigga's in here. He's always in here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That means that's my cue to leave.